So music is a natural instinct and beauty buried in everyone. Most of the people in the world like music, whether it's hip-hop, rock, jazz, blues, anything. Especially me, when I look at those good performances on the stage and listening to those beautiful music, I've always had those 1 second or 1 millisecond have wondering about how I'm going to create those kind of beautiful things. So that's the idea or the foundation that I'm going to get my final product and to help people to create music. So good evening, everyone. I'm Eric Wu from St. Louis University High School. I'm a senior. I love music, obviously. I play guitar in the jazz band. I love running, and I love playing chess. And so before I dig in, I would like to ask you guys 2 questions. So first one is, do you guys love music? Raise your hand if you do. And how many people have received professional education in music? Raise your hand if you have that. So that's So that's how I get to my starting point of my innovation. That I already have an idea to help people to create music, and then I did a little bit of product research, and I found a gap of on one side is very easy and very simple product in the market, where there's few choice for the customers to innovate and to create music on their own. And on the other side, it's more professional, and you need to know music theory and different techniques to operate those programs. And those programs tend to be very expensive. So that gap allows me to have my innovation go into the market and have potential to be sold. And I had an interview with my host family here and my family back in China. And interestingly, across culture and across age and across gender, most people have reported they have some instinct to create music. I also did an interview with Mr. Pollinger from the band class, and he gave me some suggestions from more professional level. He said it's hard to record the music honestly, and it's hard to record details, and there will be many mistakes if I want the program to be accurate, and I have to manually correct those mistakes, and that takes lots of time. So 2 things I learned from this interview. The first one is there are market for my program, and the second one is if I want my program to be accurate, I need a lot of skills, and it's not going to be easy. And that's how I arrived at my problem statement, and that's from the perspective of users' research, and reads as follows. People without a professional education in music need a way to create music freely because of the natural instinct of every people and also the lack of appropriate medium in the market. And then I create solutions on my own and with a class, and that's a list. It's a bit overwhelming, but after I use the cluster method and the top 10 method, I arrived at these 3 ideas. I decided to move on and to make prototype. The first one is I sing into the device, and it can create some music line based on what I sing into it. And the second one is I have a computer keyboard screen that teach people how to play piano on the computer. And the third one is a program that can make possible line predictions. So for the second one, due to the lack of time and the lack of funding, I do not plan to do that, and I did try to make the first idea into prototypes. And that's I did not have many programming background. I only took computer fundamentals school, and I only know a bit Python and HTML. So based on the suggestion of Mr. C, I dig into Python. And these are the 3 YouTube tutorials that I watched to learn more about this program and know what I can do with this to know what I can do with this language. And after I watched like 10 hours of these videos, I built my first prototype, which is a machine learning Python program, proving that I did learn something. I input the age and gender, and my trained computer program will give me the possible genre of music that specific people will like. And at that moment, the accuracy of my training program is 100%, but due to I don't give the computer program a lot of data, that is not very surprising. So my training program can give me this a decision tree that shows the logic flow of my training program. I didn't draw it, my computer drew it. So that's something. And then I move on to my prototype 2. After I learned more about Python, I started to know I need to find a library to actually process a sound. And I could not find a Python library very well to fit into my situation, and I did a bit more research and found a library called P5 JavaScript library that can well fit into my situation. And that's how I arrived at this program. The red ellipse you see here is analyzing the amplitude as I'm talking to my computer's microphone right now. So, and also this website can play music. I can change the amplitude. I can change the speed the sound is playing. I can change whether the sound is coming from the left or right. So that's my second prototype. As you can see here, I'm moving more towards processing sound than learning just basic syntax of a language. And I move on to my third prototype, where I actually learn how to process the frequency of the sound. My idea is to, when I sing into the computer can convert my sound, the frequency of my sound, to different notes on the step, and it can put down my sound or an idea of the sound into more professional things. And that's my source code of my second prototype, and that's my third prototype. As you can see, like I'm speaking to the microphone and it's analyzing the mean weight of my frequency, and this graph is amplitude versus frequency, and like there are notes showing up down there. So, yeah, that's my third prototype. And so in the future, I plan to tidy up my code and find a way to leave the nodes on the stack, which is going to have something to do with storing number in array, but I haven't figured it out yet because like I don't have much time now, and I basically need more time, and I learned the whole thing on myself, so I kind of need more like tutorial from some teacher to help me. And the third one is I will try to implement rhythm into my program, and that has something to do with set interval and set timeout function. And so it means like I can actually do it in the future. And in the future, I also plan my second prototype, which is possibly add some background beat as I'm singing my idea into the computer. And also I'm probably gonna store in some audio input inside the program, and I can play it later, like in the future. And also probably gonna use more machine learning to train computer to add background music to the song I created. So thank you, that's all. And that's my portfolio. So as you ask questions, do you have any questions?
Any questions? Anybody want to invest?
So you're interested in making this for the novice, the individual who just wants to create what kind of music?
So basically, I think this is a program built for everyone. It's like everyone, if you have an idea for music, you sing your idea into the program, and it can convert your idea into more professional and more tight or like more well analyzed form of music.
Is your intent to try to take individuals with no musical skill?
Yes.
Okay.
No music background.
So that they can go into a professional environment creating music? That they can be sold, or what is it that your ultimate goal is to?
So firstly, I think my program can do is put down an idea into more professional music lines that can be read by someone else and played by someone else. And also, I think in the future, I might, if I sing into like a music line into a phone or something, it can add some background music to it. So it can translate one single melody into a more well-rounded music.
Long term, would you like it to stay as a computer-based program, or would you like to see it something more like that you could use on a phone? That sort of thing?
Yeah, I would definitely wish to expand the market and put it on different media.
Okay, thank you.